then it should go.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay. I think it will work great.
That's why we need a team.
I know. Three chemo brains. Put them all
Okay, so
together.
All right. I'm gonna do
I
our intro and our commercial, and
okay,
then I'll do a thumbs up when we can.
I'm gonna cough really quick and get that out.
Oh yeah,
So,
perfect. So when we can start talking after that.
Yeah, and then I'll introduce you and we'll just start having some fun.
oh.
It's fun to see your reaction.
I don't hear anything, so I want to know like what
Oh,
I don't hear it. Is it a commercial I assume playing?
It
yeah,
And
the
is,
it's kind of
yeah.
like
commercials, but your
also like,
reactions were so timely with what that
oh
was being
really? Well,
said.
you guys were both like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, that's
Just
Really
dancing.
dancing to
it's
music.
totally silent on my end. And I'm like, what commercial is also
What
like,
Oh,
are they
that's so
doing?
what is
funny.
it?
Okay, well, hello, friends. Today we are very, very excited to have Bethany Adair join us, and she has been so patient with us as we set up our first recorded Zoom. So thank you for that to get
Yes, thank
started.
you.
Today's episode is called My Guru Cancer, Navigating Cancer with Bethany Adair. And Bethany is a 10 plus year breast cancer thriver, mindset coach, speaker, and author of My Guru Cancer. You don't have to fight to find true freedom from the C word. I love that. Drawing on her background in wellness, Bethany brings an open mind, full heart, and a healthy dose of humor to conversations about cancer, healing, and resilience. We have a similar outlook.
Yes.
She
Love
loves
it.
to say her stage 4 diagnosis is to live the fuck out of cancer. Her
Out of
happy
life.
place. Helping others find the same freedom. When she's not coaching, speaking, or chronically oversharing on social media, you can find her adventuring in Boulder, Colorado. Learn more at mygurucancer.com and go buy her book because
Yes,
it's absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. I'm
it
not
is.
kidding. If you haven't noticed all of my tabs, because I'm really nerdy, but I was like, I can't stop highlighting.
Yeah.
Everything resonated. So it's wonderful. Welcome, Bethany. We're
Thank
delighted to
you so
have you.
much for
Yes.
having. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so like, we had to reschedule this what 2, 3 times this year due to some
All of us
fun
have chemo
cancer
brain, so none of us
adventures.
remember.
Oh, I
Well, right,
remember.
and
So I was
then
like, oh my
her,
God, I have to reschedule again for cancer
well,
adventures. So like it gets extra exciting when like that thing you planned is actually happening.
Right,
right, the
right.
build
Yeah.
up. The build
Yeah.
up is
Yeah.
real. So we typically make a drink with our guests in person. So we made it for you this morning, and I already drank it because it was very good. But we made Bethany's Healing Honey Tea, and it's green tea with Manuka honey, which
I
is
love it.
incredible. It was great.
Yep. Yay.
So, welcome again, and we're going to get started with all the fun cancer questions. So,
Cool.
first of all, tell us something about yourself that we haven't heard yet from your bio. Something fun and exciting.
Well, fun and exciting as I'm healing this wonderful shoulder arm surgery that the fun part about it, which I will say maybe the only fun part about it, because it's been really hard, is it wasn't related to cancer. This was
Yeah.
doing something I absolutely love, which is skiing. People
Okay.
think I'm crazy skiing with stage 4 cancer, especially having had extensive bone mets, but it's something that brings me like wild freedom and joy. I live in
Mhm.
Colorado and I just like it's my favorite thing ever. But unfortunately, the very end of the season, I had a fall and just knew immediately. I heard it crack and broke this arm and shoulder. So I've
Ooh,
had like
yeah.
quite a year, but and here's just
Yeah,
my
it's so
new like
Yes.
beautiful.
yeah,
Your
my new little
accessory.
outfit with it.
Yeah.
And I will say like not recommended, period, but definitely not recommended with managing this on top of cancer because I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times I've lost my mind this year. It's been
Yeah.
Yeah.
wild.
Well,
But
going through
that
something like that alone is plenty,
Yeah.
yes,
right?
it was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like just losing independence of, not driving or cooking or
Mm.
showering on your own. And
Mm.
there's just so many things like, oh God, I can't tie shoes. So now let's buy some slip-ons. And like, I've
Right.
been in elastic pants for 7 weeks. And not, then I have an 8-inch scar and it's just, yeah, it's been a lot, but it's also like, I don't know, a little bit of a badge of honor because it was just doing something I just love, love, love. And
Yeah.
I think of
Yeah.
like, not that I'm anywhere near Lindsey Vaughn, but I'm like, yeah, she got really injured doing something she loved and she's right back out there. Because a lot of people are like,
Yep.
so you're
Right.
done skiing now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I'm not. But I'll be ready for next season. But I'll be much pickier about the snow I ski on because I have to tell you, it was like frozen mashed potatoes. It was awful.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Too
like
warm, it sounds like.
we had the warmest, weirdest winter in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just, yeah, wanting to get out there no matter what, but I'll be very picky next year.
Yeah. The
But I'm not
perfect
done yet.
conditions.
Not done.
Exactly.
Not done yet. Heck no.
We actually have a foundation here in Minnesota that's called Indie Foundation. And so it's I'm Not Done Yet.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh,
it's
I
a
love
cancer
that.
foundation. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
cool.
just
they
love
Is
love
that
it?
just reminded me of it when you said that.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm not done
yeah.
yet.
I'm like,
can still live
no.
life and have fun and
Well, and they give
Eh,
like cool experiences, like you said, you love skiing.
Yeah,
Like, let's not always focus on the chemo and the treatments. Like, let's focus on doing what we want to do
well,
and living
yeah.
it's
how we
like
want
when
to
I'm
live.
out there, I'm in a helmet. Well, people don't know what I'm going through by looking at me anyways, but there's this
Right.
anonymous feeling out there. I'm like, God, no one here knows. Like, I was
Yeah.
in chemo last week and here I am
Yes.
today. And there's like this badassery that I feel and just life. Like I'm so alive going
Yeah.
down those slopes.
Hmm.
And I go pretty fast, but only when I feel safe. I beat all the
Yeah.
boys. Like I love it. And so just to have like my body feel so strong as well.
Yeah.
And I've skied
Totally.
every season since I moved out here, which is I'm in year 6, and like my body's been different every season. So I've, had to take
Right.
care of it in different ways. But for some reason, I've always felt like skiing has really helped, me physically heal too.
Yeah.
And so,
It
yeah,
does.
like I hope it's in my future every season. I never know, like when I end a
Hmm.
season. So this was a tough way to end, but I'm like, I have all the plans in the world to keep that
Yeah.
joyful activity going. And I've had a few people be like, you're crazy. Like, why would you do that? And I'm like,
Because I
because
want to.
yeah, I want to, and I
Yeah.
feel so alive. And I think that's a really important part of our treatment plan is make sure we're
Yeah.
doing activities like that.
Yeah.
And
Finding joy
yeah,
every
joy,
day,
huge.
however
Like,
you
well,
can.
why else are we here? Like, why
Right.
are we
Yeah.
like working so hard to stay alive if we're not, choosing things that light us up?
Hmm.
Yeah. And
So
sometimes I'll ask people, I'll be like, what do you think I should be doing?
Right.
yeah,
Crying.
Instead of doing the
yeah.
things that I love, what should I be
Well,
doing?
Sitting on the couch
I
and
know
crying.
there are risks with it, but I was thinking like, God, how there's a risk with everything. Like I get in the
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
and there's no like
Right.
guarantee I'm going to get to my destination or not get in a horrible accident, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to get in a car or fly in a plane or,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
Exactly.
like I did a horse
Right.
healing class that was not about riding horses, but working with horses and grief. And it was so sweet, but like, there's no guarantee that thing's not going to stomp on you,
Right.
in the
Yeah.
middle of
Right.
it.
Right.
But so we do a lot of stuff, that's risky, and we don't really think
Hmm.
about it. And it's just because that's part of life and how we live. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The benefit outweighs the risk.
yep,
Let's do it.
for
Yep.
Yeah.
me.
We just learned about a horse therapy thing around
Hmm.
us too.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah. They do grounding work and yep.
yeah.
It
It's a
was
stage 4
awesome.
thriver. Yeah. That's
Like
starting it.
I have a good NBC friend who swears by it. Like in her healing,
Okay.
she has horses. She lives in
Yeah.
Kauai. I love her, Tara Coyote. I don't know if you follow her, but she's a huge, inspiring story. But I heard about it through her, and then there was somewhere local that had a free breast cancer program. So I think it was 6 or 8 weeks, and we would go once a week, and it was powerful and kind of undeniable. Whatever energy connection with the horses, like
Yeah,
how you
sure.
felt, they
Right.
mirrored, and then like sometimes like soothing them, then soothed me. There was, I don't know, and I've always
Yeah.
been kind of afraid of horses, to be honest.
I was
Because
gonna
they're
ask if you're a horse
ginormous.
person.
Yeah, no, I was as a kid and
They're,
like
Okay.
loved them,
yeah.
but like wished I felt more comfortable. And for some reason, there was just something like, I mean, I had like a cuddle session with one, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, I love
yeah, if you
that.
can
I
do
love that
that,
too.
I highly
Yeah.
recommend it. And like, I can't explain, like, there aren't really words of, I just felt calmer,
Yeah.
leaving,
Yeah.
and it sustained me, as well.
Good.
It's
So
like when
I
your
wish
best
I could,
friend comes in the room, you're just like
yeah,
instantly better.
you're like, ah,
Life
yeah,
is good again.
yeah.
Thank
I'm
goodness.
I'm
fine. I
sure
can do
there's
anything.
science to all of
Yeah.
that, but all I
Yeah.
know is I feel better. So yes.
Yeah. We'll
So
have
we're
to try it for sure.
okay. So take us back to 2015. You were 34. I was 34 when I was diagnosed too. Yay. A yoga therapist. I wasn't a therapist, but I did a lot of yoga. Um,
Right.
freshly certified in mindfulness, leading international retreats. What was life like right before your diagnosis?
Yeah. So it's funny that actual diagnosis came a few weeks after my 34th birthday. So it was like toward the end of 33 where all the diagnostic stuff was happening. But I am
Sure.
someone who like, I would say I was pretty arrogant about health. I was like one
Hmm.
of
Yeah.
those kind of woo woo, like people who's like, oh, yeah, if you take care of your body and your mind, you're like immune to
Good.
all disease the rest of your life and you'll live forever and feel
Hmm.
great. And if something's off in your body, it's probably some energy block or like this is
Right.
wrong with
Yeah.
you or you didn't heal this in your childhood or like I just had this that was a kind of instilled in me in my yoga therapy training and
Sure.
I felt really healthy. I have no family history of breast cancer. The C word was not like an active conversation ever in life.
Hmm.
And then, thank goodness, my body presented a lump in my breast. I had actually had a lot of lumps in my late 20s, and so I freaked out
Oh,
about the first one. Took them in for like an
Yeah.
ultrasound because they don't really do mammograms then, and it was all through Planned Parenthood because I didn't have health insurance but I
yeah.
Hmm.
kind of learned about my dense breast. Like it wasn't dense breast
Yeah.
wasn't a conversation 10 years ago. It is now, which I love because
Yes.
you are at higher risk if you have really dense breast tissue, which I
And
did.
it's not
But I
something you can feel. People assume that when you say I have dense breasts, that you could like feel the
Feel.
difference.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we talked with who were we talking with? Oh, Damon.
Damon.
He's
Oh,
a
you
breast
had a
radiologist.
breast radiologist.
And he's like, no, it's not
you
something that you
can't
can
always
feel
feel
the
it.
difference of.
Yeah.
It's
I
only
actually didn't know
on
that because I
X-ray that you
felt
can
I
see.
could feel like lumps would come and go,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I just sort of learned like how to monitor them, what to look out for.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then
What
the
changes?
the lump at 33 was the only one lump I did not get checked out
Ugh,
right away.
Hmm.
I waited a year and it
yeah.
Yeah.
grew. I like felt it grow, but I talked myself out of it and like I feel
Yeah.
great, but amazing. Of course, I would know if I had cancer. I'm so intuitive with
Yeah.
Right.
my
I know my
body.
body
Yeah.
better than anybody.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I found a big lump in my armpit, and that was kind of that summer of 2015 where I was leading. It was actually my first international yoga retreat. I led it with my mom in Costa Rica, and it was like just
Oh,
such a magical thing. And I knew like when I got back, I'm like, I need to figure out what this lump situation is. But
Yeah.
did
yeah.
I believe it was cancer then? No, but like I knew I needed to get it checked out and kind of like
Hmm.
check that off the box. I always like saying this in interviews, but I did go like I believe the whole mammograms cause cancer thing. And
Yeah.
so I was afraid
Yeah.
of them, didn't want one. And I went to thermography instead
Yep.
and kind of bought into the way that that's marketed, which is, oh, it's detects cancer even better than a mammogram and it's safer because
Hmm.
it doesn't have radiation. So it's like, the
Hmm.
healthy way to
Right.
see if there's cancer growing. And I did a few rounds of it and it showed no signs of cancer in either my
Yeah.
breast or my armpit. He told
How
me to
does it
come back
work?
in
It's
six
like heat,
months.
right?
it measures heat, so you're like literally in a room
Okay.
by yourself, topless, getting photos taken. So that was a
Yeah.
little weird as I look back on it.
Sounds romantic.
Anyways, I was just like, okay, I think this is
Okay.
fun.
Where's the candles? I think you forgot the candle.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
And dinner. I need dinner first.
yeah, it was weird. It was cold. Also, I just remember being like, okay.
Oh,
So, but it measures heat, and so if there's heat in the body, that equals inflammation and cancer, and it would
okay.
light up theoretically, which it didn't at all. And I just remember pushing back on him, being like, I don't know, these lumps are getting bigger. Like, are you
Yeah.
sure I don't need a mammogram? He's like, yeah, well, just you can get one, but remember that mammograms cause cancer. And that's when I
Yeah.
was like, are you telling me that the lumps I already have in my breast and armpit are going to magically turn into cancer if I get a
Right.
mammogram? Like, what the
Right.
fuck are you
Right.
talking about? And so that's when I finally was just like, fuck this. I need to go get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my diagnostic phase was very long. It took about 2 months to figure everything out, but it was
Hmm.
through a mammogram, ultrasound, and biopsy that it was confirmed that was a stage, either late stage 2 or early stage 3 ER positive breast cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because I had a long diagnostic phase, it actually really helped me a lot in my journey. As much as I was like, give me a goddamn answer, like that was
Yeah.
hard, of
Yeah.
course.
Right.
But I got to kind of see what the mind does in a
Mhm.
situation like that. And that was, I think you mentioned I just got trained in a mindfulness practice. It's called the work of Byron Katie. And it's very much like if you're freaking out or stressed, like what's the mind telling you? What are you thinking and believing? Like it's a
Yeah.
mindfulness. What is your mind full of in those moments? And I really spiraled, like went totally downhill. I ditched all my self-care tools that I was trained in, and I got to see just how painful it was when I like went along with the mind, and it's like
Yeah.
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 telling me things like you have cancer, your life is over, your dreams are canceled, your relationships are fucked, your finances are ruined. Like
Yeah.
it was so full of worst case scenarios, and
Mhm.
I would automatically believe them. Like I wasn't pausing to question or anything, and I really like felt that in my body. I was exhausted. I like was pulling away from people. I felt really
Mhm.
isolated. And so finally I hit like this moment of, oh my God, like this isn't helping. Like I don't even know if it's
Yeah.
cancer yet, but like holy
Right.
shit, the mind is full of cancer. I can tell you that. And I can tell you
Yeah.
like I'm physically responding to this right now. And so
Mhm.
that's, I think pain is good in that way. Like the one good part of pain, whether it's physical or emotional, is it kind of like forces you to dig back into those toolboxes. And I'm kind of living
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
right now in my life too, where it just like things can get so bad where you can finally be like, all right, I'm going to go try this or this therapy or, this new way, like kind of forces you into it. And so I started questioning those kind of thoughts. Like, can I really know it's true that my life would be over if it were cancer? Like,
Right.
how do I know my life wouldn't be beginning? Or how do I know life wouldn't get better in some way? Or it would lead
Mhm.
to new connections or a different kind of career path? Or what if relationships got even more intimate and I lived
Yeah.
life more
Mhm.
fully? And I just, those kind of what if questions started filling my mind, with I would say with peace, like a sense of calm, a sense of like I've got this, no matter what those results say, I'll figure it out,
Yeah.
and even inspiration. And so when I heard those words that it was cancer, I will tell you that like I felt part of me was like I thought I did all this inner work that like I would spiritually bypass actually getting it. So there's that
Yes.
arrogance
Yeah.
I had. I was
Yeah.
Right.
like, I already
Right.
saw my lesson. Thank you, universe. So there was that part, but and I was shocked because again, I just thought I would feel it. I would know, it deep inside that it was cancer, but it was shocking. But I don't think it hit me in like the devastating way that I think it would have if I didn't open my mind a bit to seeing like,
Right.
oh, some really good possibilities in this life too.
Mhm.
And that was the birth of the book. Like I started writing like
Yeah.
crazy around that time because
Yep.
here I was being like misnatural and confronted with my guru cancer. I called it
Yeah.
that like immediately because I saw how much I was learning. And when I say my
Yeah.
guru, it's not like we don't always love our teachers, like it's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we get
Right.
But
taught
sometimes the ones we
lessons.
fight with teach us
Yeah,
the most.
Right.
Yeah.
exactly. And so I just found that shift of perspective instead of fighting it or seeing it the enemy as an enemy, it's something in me. Like if it's happened, I don't like I don't know, it's happened for a reason, thing. But like I still was
No.
extracting, like this is happening no matter what. So I might as well like start to extract the beauty and the goodness and be like, gosh, what are you teaching me about myself, about
Right.
life, about like how might you be here to make life even better? And that
Yeah.
Mhm.
perspective of being sort of a student and open, dropping that fight, that warrior mode, it doesn't resonate with me. People love it, and I'm like, keep it. If it resonates with you, that's
Yeah.
awesome. If it makes you feel empowered, for me, it didn't make sense. And so I don't know, that perspective really served me. And then doing a total 180 on medicine, like I was very natural, and I'm like, well, shit, I grew a lot of cancer being natural, so let's bring the
Yeah.
drugs
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
And like, I
Yep.
want to open my mind, to medicine in a way where like that's here to heal me and support me and keep me alive. And I don't see it as poison or toxic. I don't find that
Yep.
helpful for myself, even though I
Yeah.
know people say it. And there's like the nurses come like wearing hazmat
Yeah.
suits and
Yeah.
like
Right.
It
give
comes
you
in a
your
big
treatment.
yellow
And I'm
bag
like,
and
cool,
it
cool, cool.
says caution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know.
It's like, wait,
Danger.
it's not
Yeah.
even going in your body. It's going inside my
Yeah.
body.
Flush the toilet
I know. So
twice.
I'm always reframe. I'm just like my healing like elixir, whether it's an
Yep.
infusion or pills. I'm like, thank you, to all the people that like, my God, went into years of research to get this medicine from like
Mhm.
someone's idea in their head, into
Yeah.
my body is like a freaking miracle
Yeah.
when that
Yeah.
stuff happens.
Seriously.
And I love that like a lot of treatments were also rooted in nature. One of my
Yeah. Yeah.
chemo treatments is like came from a bark in the Pacific Northwest, or something like that. Was like, oh,
Right.
that's so interesting. And so
Yeah.
kind of combining the natural and Western worlds has been
Integrating them.
something I love. It like I believe in
They
it,
can
and
work together.
it's been so like I've seen such a change from 10 years ago to now, and like how the importance of that, because I felt it right away, but it was very hard. I just had to find my people. It was hard to like
Yeah.
Right.
be in the natural world and not hear things like chemo's killing you. I mean, that was my
Yeah.
husband at the time, literally like, this will kill you, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and there's that like
Like,
fearful things.
this is
And then
not
you
the
go
energy I
on the
need right
Western
now.
side where they're like, your food doesn't matter, exercise doesn't matter, like
Yeah.
it's where it's like, wait, it's not quite that either. And
Right.
Yeah.
so I have struggled and sometimes still do a lot, and like just finding that peaceful balance of my own
Yeah.
integrative path, and like trusting myself that I'm making the right decisions for me.
Yeah.
Because there's always like a voice in my head, like you could be doing more, that, and it's just,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah, I'm not someone who will try every single possible thing out there. Just kind
Yeah.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
doing the best that I can with what I know right now.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that might be
Well, and
very different next year.
I love that you talk about in your book, that you don't feel that way right away. Like you don't feel in control right away of a situation. You
Mhm.
analyze it and you
No.
go
Right.
through all the feelings and everything that's associated with it. It's not, I
Yeah.
have these techniques, now I'm perfect and I can do everything right. It's
No, it'd be
still
so
going
nice
through
if it
that
worked that
process.
way.
And yeah, right.
Yeah, I would take
But
the
it's,
button if it was like instant peace and
yes.
accept it. Like I'd
Yeah.
take it, but no, like my mind goes all over the place, and I have to, at least for me, I have to invite that stuff in.
Yeah.
The scary thoughts, the fear, the anxiety,
Mhm.
the hopelessness. Sometimes, like I
Yeah.
really need to like sit with it and be kind to it, because
Yeah.
your mind will try to bully you out of it, like, oh, it could
Right.
be
Yeah.
worse, like
Could be worse.
it's you shouldn't feel this way, you should be grateful all the time, which it's like, and it's really a learning, I mean, now in life that I live with stage 4 breast cancer. It's just this an ongoing lesson for me, and I've been in it a lot this year because it's just been one of the hardest years of my life, but just welcoming all of it. And the
Yeah.
Yeah.
grief is, I'll just label it grief because it's such a mix of many things.
Oh,
Mhm.
And like
yeah.
holding space that we can be really grateful to be alive, but be grieving the hell out of where life is right now, and,
Right.
and where
Right.
we thought it would be and where we wanted
Yeah.
it to be.
Right.
And
Yeah.
You can do
so
both.
that permission to like have it all, like I kind of felt like I had to commit, like it was very black and white, I had to commit to one emotion or something.
Yes.
But
Right.
it's like,
Right.
actually, it really is all there. And sometimes the other ones are like kind of running the show a little bit more, which,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll be frank. Like I reached out to you guys yesterday of just like, I don't know what side of me will be coming
Yes.
to this podcast. Like
Yeah.
FYI, I've
Yep.
been like a giant fucking mess lately. And just my emotions are like
Yeah.
there's just no warning. And I will find myself in like panic tears all of a sudden. And it's
Yep.
been, I'm just letting it, like, it's almost like I can't not let it happen anymore. I have to, it
Yeah.
just has to come
Right.
out of me in whatever way. So I just love, I don't know your exact response to it, but it was just basically like, fuck yeah, come as you are. Like
Yeah.
that's all we want. And
Yeah.
it was just a
Yeah.
really
Well,
nice thing to hear
exactly.
because I'm like, I don't know if I'll be like my usual joyful,
We'll
fun
Yeah.
take
self.
whatever
Like I
version of
might
you
be
you give
Yep.
us.
going through all of
No,
it.
but honestly, and every day is different when you're living with
Yeah.
stage four. You
Yeah.
just like take
And
it
we
as
talk
it
about
is.
that a lot of
Yeah.
just being able to silently understand already. It's
Yes.
like, oh, well, I'm running late because I had to do this or the other thing. It's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll still get it done. It's
Figure
fine.
it out. We'll get there. Do
Yeah.
you think part of it's like how did you get here? Were you just always there accepting everything, or do you think you went through like a grief process and then you accept it and now you have this
Yeah.
new outlook?
Yeah. I think again, like that pain can have purpose where when you
Yeah.
spiral down, it's very motivating to like, I mean, I like to clean up my mind first. It's like, what are these
Yeah.
thoughts, these worst case scenarios? And is that actually the truth? Like, is that fact?
Right.
Yeah.
Fact or fiction here that like I'll die soon. That's a like I won't be
Do
able to
I
live
know
a
that?
full life. And it's
Right.
like, can I really know that that's my future? And
Hmm.
it's often a no. Like I can't really know. Yes, there's statistics. Yes, that happened to my friend. Yes, that like, but is
Right.
that proof for my body and my future? And so
Right.
I can't know that's true, but I also in that process have to honor like how life feels when I buy into it and believe that future, which isn't always a choice. Beliefs just boom, they happen like
Yeah. Right.
fast.
It's
And
like
all
feelings.
I know is I'm spiraling and freaking out and yes,
Yeah.
having all these emotions. So I like to sit with them and let them have a life and speak. Like I don't want to shut down those really dark, scary voices. I mean, they happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to shut them down. And so once that's kind of empty, then I look at just like who would I be in this life without the thought that it's going to end soon or that I'll be won't be able to handle some horrible curveball or like who am I right
Right.
here in this moment and then coming back to the present moment. There's so many different ways to do it. I
Mhm.
mean that's reality. That's like our real life. Anything in the
Yeah.
future, it's like doesn't exist. All the stuff
Right.
we've been through, yes, it still impacts us, but it's over but like our
Yeah.
minds will hold a lot and make they're powerful. Like it can make a
Mhm.
situation that's already hard, it can make it so impossibly hard, or it can make it easier. And so
Right.
I really try to open my mind to kind of all possibilities and then being here in my real life now. Like I'm talking to two beautiful new friends. The blue sky outside and I have
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have
physical
blue sky here
therapy for this
too.
arm. Like
Yeah.
it's like I have a nice coffee still going and like
Yeah.
Yep.
it's quiet, I'm breathing, I'm like the body's functioning and like it's just like oh yeah, okay, that's my real life and I have to keep like
Mhm.
staying rooted in that. And so I love mindset work, but there's things like go sit by a tree in nature. Like I cried by a
Yeah.
Yeah.
river literally this weekend. Like I
Yeah.
put my hand in this creek and I was like I like started crying and my husband was with me and he just held space. He's like, yeah, babe, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like that's it. No try to fix, no try to change. Nature is incredible. I've gotten into art lately too. I can't move
Yeah.
as much. I'm a very movement active person, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's been like some walks, hopefully, and then I started PT, which is aggressive as hell
It
on this
is.
sweet
Yes.
arm. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Right. It's like, no, no, no. You're gonna break it.
I'm like,
Stop,
it doesn't
stop.
look that way. And she's like shoving it up, and I'm like, oh my god. Um,
It does
it's like
now.
I've had to kind of tune in with subtler ways of
Mhm.
coming back to myself and the moment. Um, and so yeah, it's like just working with where we are.
Mhm.
Um, and there is like a sweetness of noticing that where we are now is okay. And I'm safe and like this is okay and it might not be forever. And I
Yeah.
think
Right.
that's like when we're in those tough moments, my mind's like it'll last forever, it'll get worse, it's only downhill from here,
Right.
it's all like
Everything's
it just
temporary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and it really does, things move. We have so much proof of that, of when we feel bad later it moves at some point, and
It
it's not.
does.
Yes.
And if it were a chronic state, like, yeah, I'd be reaching out again for more support tools or medicine, or like I have agreements with myself in that. Like
Right.
I've had dark
We
places where I
love
was like,
that.
Tim, if I stay here, like we're going to be looking at other stuff. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
this isn't okay. Like,
Yeah.
forever. Like it's okay right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, things shift and our bodies shift. Like my goodness, I'm hitting 5 years with metastatic breast cancer. In a few weeks will be my 5 year anniversary. I'm still trying to figure out how to celebrate it. And I
Cancerversary.
also, yeah, like MBC versary. I don't know. I
Yeah.
have like a million versaries. Like I just celebrated
Yeah.
my new boobie versary was 10
Yes.
years. So like,
And I was like, when I was originally diagnosed. Oh, and then when it came
yeah,
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I
no,
don't know
really,
how
I
to
celebrate
talk
like when
about
I was
this,
supposed
but
to be cancer free, right? Like
yeah.
I
Yep.
had a cancer free date and I'm like, I hit that recently where I would have been 11 years or 10 years cancer free,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if things stayed that way. And I don't know, it's just, I celebrate every milestone and it might be weird, but
Yeah.
I think it helps. But I also like, there are times where I celebrate, but then I end up like sobbing like half the day too. So I'm like, who knows
Yeah.
what May 27th will be like?
Right.
But
Right.
I will celebrate it. And it might be emotional because 5 years, like, I paid no attention to statistics. I really like when I found out it had come back and like, I just was like, do not give me a prognosis. Do not give me a
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah.
Cause I knew how much that would mess with my head. Didn't look for it, but you see it like you're on social media and all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's like a poster of the survival statistics. And I know that they're like, one, they're bullshit. Like I actually, for to be a survival statistic, it's based on studies from 5 to 10 years ago. Treatments
Yeah.
have like come such a
So
A
far,
far.
long
like
way.
so many ones
Yeah.
that I've been on weren't even around, 10 years ago. And
Right.
it's not my body, like ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, my
Right.
body is not in those stats. But it's still hard to see. And so
Yeah.
I
It
just
is.
remember like reading an article of the average thing was, 2 to 4 years, and you have a
Yeah.
20% chance of living past 5 years, which I think is
Yeah.
still said,
It is.
but I'm like, I think it's like, can we update that?
Yeah.
I
I
Right.
mean,
know.
I
Yeah.
know it can happen, but it's also like, I don't know. I just know it's a gift to still be here.
Yeah.
And I'm voting for decades. I'm like going long term here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's my hope, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Also, but I
Yeah.
still hold hope for finding a cure, for managing it long term. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
new treatments are just like, I'm on one that came out last year, I think. There's a
Yeah.
new like mutations. I have one of them
Me
that's
too.
very popular right now, ESR1.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this is the hot new thing. All these new meds are coming out, and I'm on like, a targeted therapy, and I have a lot of hope for it, and it's also really hard. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like
Right.
wish this journey on anyone. My
No.
first round of cancer, I very much was like, it's all a gift and everything, like I really
Yeah.
Yeah.
felt that way. And I can tell you with stage 4, it's different. I own like this part sucks. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
losing our beautiful, beautiful fucking friends that like
Yeah.
deserve to be here and
Yeah.
do all the right things, and like breaks my freaking heart.
Right.
And it's like you have, when you're in lifelong treatment that doesn't have a time, like an end date or guarantees, or it's just like
Right.
you're trying it
Right.
out. I think I'm on my 6th line now. I don't really know, because some of
Yeah.
them like didn't necessarily fail, but like, yeah, I don't know, long story. I think I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Didn't
in
agree
there.
with
I've
you.
Yeah.
had a lot of
Yeah.
treatments, I'll just say that. And
Yeah.
um like that, it's a tough pill to swallow, to be like, you're on it, and people are like, well, how long? And it's like, well,
Yeah.
hopefully forever, because that means it's
It's my
working.
least
Right.
Like,
Right.
favorite
yeah,
question.
I would
When do you
love
get done?
like
When do you
years.
finish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
when are you
don't.
done?
I
When you? I'm
don't.
like, no. And like to see the looks on their face, I'm like, you'll be okay, and then
Yeah.
I have
Right.
to
Right.
soothe
Yeah.
No, no,
them.
let me comfort you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Let me
I
make
have
this
to
okay
soothe
for
them through
you.
the
Yeah.
answer.
I'm sorry that wasn't the answer
And
you
I
were
like
looking
saying
for.
like it's not curable yet. Like
Yeah.
I like adding the yet for my own mental health.
Hmm.
But it's like it's very hard. And when there's progression, which I had very shocking progression in January. I have my next set of scans in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But like so much of life changes when cancer progresses too. It's like,
Yeah.
you're going on a new treatment, so you don't know how you're going to feel, the side effects, the schedule of the
Yeah.
treatment, your body can change, hair might be lost or thinned, or
Hmm.
Yeah.
that there's work. Like I have been trying to work this year, and
Yeah.
it's so hard because I
Yeah.
have to keep rescheduling things like for
Yeah.
treatment or another appointment. And and then there's obviously the emotional heartbreak of it too, and the fear of like, oh God, that one didn't work. So like, does that mean the next one won't? Or like, how long will that
Right.
last? And
Right. How
then
many do I have
one of
left?
the, yeah, I know that's like, I don't know right now. I know like what
Yeah.
could be a next line, but I'm sort of
Right.
in a
I don't want to
weird
know.
situation where there aren't as many
Yeah.
options anymore at
Right.
this time.
Hmm.
And so like it's very scary and a lot changes, with that.
Hmm.
And also like I think one of the hardest parts is because I so like, oh my God, I do fun shit. Like I love my life.
You
And
do.
when
Yeah.
I have to cancel or change that fun shit for
Yeah.
cancer, which is what happened this year, I mean, do not handle that well. I am
Yeah.
so like enraged. So it's
When
like,
it
okay, hey,
interferes
like
with your fun.
Yeah.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
fuck with my fun. And it
Yep.
Yeah.
did. I had to cancel like going to the NBC conference for Living Beyond Breast Cancer,
Yeah.
which is like
I saw that.
incredible. I had to cancel that. And then I had a speaking opportunity. It was like kind of a life changing speaking gig about like,
Yeah.
holy crap. Can't believe I can do this with like to 1,000 people. And I had to cancel it. And I'm just like,
Ugh.
Come
like,
on.
Yeah.
That's when I find
Yep.
myself getting in my head more. It's like
yeah,
if
Yeah.
I don't feel well enough to do the stuff that brings me joy, that's when I spiral.
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yep.
and when you don't feel like yourself. Like I think
Yeah.
that's
Right.
been my
Right.
hardest part. It's like, where am I? Like, where'd she go? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
funny,
not me.
joyful. Like, I mean, I had treatment yesterday and I normally do like a dancing reel or something silly. And I was like, no, it's not genuine. I'm gonna fucking sit here. And I still had her like
Yep.
film me just sitting there. I don't know. I'll post something
Yeah.
about it or maybe I won't, but like I didn't feel it at all. And I was like, like not
And that's
genuine.
even now, like I'll see people posting all these cute things like during treatment and stuff like that. And I'm going, and I'll catch myself saying, you should have done that so you can like show your progress and stuff like that. It's like, no, I didn't feel like it. Like I didn't.
I don't do it if it's not genuine. Like
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a pain. I don't know. That's painful. Like
Yeah.
on us. Like that's just really when the
Right.
outside doesn't match the inside, that's an extra stress that like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
nope, I
not worth it.
just laid there
Yeah.
and that was fine. And that's what
Yeah.
I did.
I looked at the trees. I had like such a pretty window spot.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
really cool. I was just like staring at the trees out the window. It was really nice.
At the
But I
cancer
also
center.
have
Oh,
like,
sorry.
because things have been so up and down this year, just, I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys relate to like, I have a fear of planning stuff now because I had to cancel so many
Yes.
Yeah.
things that like now I'm
Yeah.
working at summer trips and my mom invited like my husband and I to join them on a cruise this summer. It's like 3 nights or something. But I'm like, but what if this happens? Or, because I get
Yeah.
results in a few weeks and I don't know, I'm booking it and with refund
I'd book it.
policies.
Yeah.
Book it.
Book
But
it.
it's still really like, I wish, I don't know. No one has a guarantee that the trip will happen, but I wish there was a
Yeah.
greater guarantee.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like make the plans and pivot, but I don't enjoy the pivot part at all.
I know
Yeah.
the
If I
pivots
have
when I
to.
get down. If I have to
Yeah.
pivot, then I get sad because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a planner by
Yep.
that's just who I am. Like I plan
Me too.
all of our family stuff, whatever it is, so that when
Yeah.
it goes wrong, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
cancer.
Yep.
Yes. And it's like a negotiation. I noticed with the universe, it's like, hey man, like I'm doing like the best I can with this thing. I'm
Yeah.
also like trying to help people. And like I'm just like, give me the, I'm bargaining
Yeah.
and like negotiating. And I'm doing a lot this year because it's just been a shit fucking year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, 2026, like let's turn around, right? Like we did all the
Right.
Let's
hard
go.
stuff. We got the content for like the rock bottom. So now
Yeah.
this is like the comeback, right? Like
Yes.
Right. We don't need to go to the basement. We're going up. We're going
right.
upwards.
And
It's
then
like I
like
don't want to
something else
find
will
rock
happen.
bottom's
Yeah.
basement.
No. No, thank you.
Yeah, I've said
No,
that
thank you.
multiple times, and I joked like after having really surprised progression on a treatment I loved, and her too was like just such a miracle for my body. It's a
Yeah.
targeting
Yeah.
chemo, but like really surprising progression in January, where like all of a sudden there were 10 new lesions in my liver where it was clear 4 months earlier, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what are you
What?
talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
And to have that change, and then the next treatment I went on was like chemo pills, and I had this really rare like it mimicked a heart attack. Like three
I
days
saw
in,
that.
I went to the
Yeah.
ER. And so I lost a line of treatment in 3 days. Like it was no longer, it was just
Ugh.
something really rare, which I know like
So
poor
much
people that are
work.
starting that treatment are like scared shitless. I'm like, all you need to know is like it's super rare, not even something they like discuss in side effects,
Yeah.
Right.
but just go to the ER if you feel chest pain. which
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did. But then I lost the line of treatment. And so it was like, I kept like getting knocked down and then like pulling myself out. And then
Yeah.
right at that point, I was supposed to teach yoga and meditation with at my friend's retreat that was in Moab, which is beautiful and like
Yes.
sounded. I didn't know until the day before if I could come. She's like, just come as a participant. I'll find a backup
Okay.
teacher. And she was so sweet and understanding. But I was in the ER the week before, and I'm like, I don't see a world where I can go.
Yeah.
Well, things lined up for me to still go. And so I was kind of like, I pulled myself out of, I got into nature and cried a bunch
Yeah.
and processed. And I got to meet another NBC friend who, like, she joined as a participant too. So, like, we got to meet in real life and it was such a healing
Aw.
experience. So I was kind of like, all right, life, like, give me a break, And then
Yeah.
the week
Yeah.
later was when I broke my shoulder.
Right.
Like, are you
Right. Like,
kidding
no,
me?
no, no. This is not the break I was looking for.
So how
And
do you,
ironically, it's my humerus bone. And I was
Right?
like,
yeah,
come
you're
How
on,
like,
funny.
like,
okay, so that leads me to my question. How do
yeah.
you keep your sense of humor through all you've been
I
through?
gotta tell you, it's not like it is something weird that comes out of me when it gets, especially when it gets really dark.
Yeah.
Like,
Same
I
for
don't
us.
know,
Same.
something happens. Like
Yeah.
a switch goes off where it's like, there's only one way to look at this, and it's fucked up shit. Like dark, dark,
Yeah.
dark,
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I love the people that can hold dark humor. Like those are my
Yes.
Yes,
people. And
same.
I realize
Yep.
not everyone can.
No.
No.
And so you sort of run into those awkward moments where
But it's very fast that you
like
find
I make
out.
death
Who does?
Yeah.
jokes constantly. Like people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, can you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, if I'm still alive, I'll be there." And they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Just come
Just
on!" Like,
laugh. Just laugh.
I told the
I
other day,
said it. It's fine.
my husband like jokes about buying this like really shitty motel that's like around the corner from us and like renovating it and that. I'm like, no, I think that's an after Bethany dies project. Like that's
Yeah.
sort of like I'm like,
Yeah.
you can name it after me, like the
Yep.
Bethany, it's like it just that is not my dream right now.
Right.
So
No, thank you.
I know. I hate that like the humor is we have like at least for me at first I
Yeah.
had to like tone it back because it really
Right.
made other people
Yeah.
I
uncomfortable.
know,
But
I
then once I
know.
found my MBC community or my cancer community, we'll let Amy be a part of that, which is pretty cool too, even though she's on stage 4. But like once you met them, you find them and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can just
Oh my
be
God.
me.
Thank God.
Yeah.
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 Yes, exactly.
Thank
Can I
God
ask,
for
like,
these
for
good
your
cancer friends.
community, is it so you guys are in person, which is so fun and amazing? Is it like your
Yeah.
connection a lot online too, or is it all in person? Like, do you have a
We have
like,
a pretty strong MBC group here that meets in person in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
we get together for dinners and they're
Ugh,
like wonderful people. They're
Yeah.
best friends
yeah.
immediately and it's like, hey, I need this or and they're just incredible.
Yeah. But
So
last year we did a documentary together that was about breast cancer.
yeah.
Oh my
So it was
God.
called 1 in 8 because that's the statistic
Yeah.
currently. But it was 10 of us. And it was the same thing. We all met each other and it was just
Yeah.
instantly friends, just like that trauma bonding that you
Yeah.
can't do with just anybody. And
Yeah.
it was amazing. And we've been connected ever since. So when they get new cancer buddies, then we all get new cancer buddies and we kind of grow from there. And obviously, we've gotten more from the podcast now, but
That's
in person, it's
amazing.
just been amazing. And then
Yeah.
this year, I was part of a fashion show, and it was 20 models
Oh,
that were all thrivers and survivors. So I was like, okay, so now I have the 10 from the
I
9
know.
from the documentary, and then the 19 from the fashion show. I was like, woo, we're getting big up here.
I love
Do you ever feel
it.
like you have to like prior like decide like my old friends versus my
Right.
cancer friends? Like I love my old friends,
Yep.
most of them,
The same thing.
who
You
show
can't
up.
you can't get everything
Yeah.
from one person,
You
you know?
can't.
Oh, it's true. And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know unless you're living it or have lived
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Right.
And you can hypothesize and guess and empathize and and all the things. And I love that my friends do that. But like I don't know who like where I would be without knowing people that are
Yeah.
living in this. It does feel isolating no matter what. Like there's a lot of
Yep.
It's
loneliness.
lonely.
But like we're also not alone. And there's always like
Right.
so many people that understand that feeling
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have sometimes a hard time and like a part of a book club and like also everyone's moms. I didn't get to be a mom in that way. And
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
wasn't like a huge dream of mine, but just to I had a lot of
To have
surprise
it
grief,
taken
to be
away from
No,
honest.
you.
it wasn't your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
And especially like I'm with Tim now, and like had went through divorce, and like with Tim I have this funny like alternate universe in my head where I'm like, if we met 10 years ago, like first of all, I never would
Yeah.
have gotten cancer, and I would, like we would have
Yeah.
children, and we would like I have this alternate life, and he's like,
Yep.
no, dude, like we wouldn't have met. It wasn't the right time, and this and that. And I have all this proof of like, no, I was gonna move to Boulder then, and then this, and then like
Yeah.
I have it all worked out in my head. But yeah, we talked about adopting, before we met and or when we met and stuff, and it's not on the table, for me. And
Yeah.
so like yeah, the friend group, everyone is a mom and not dealing with cancer. And so it's hard like to be in those. Sometimes I love like being distracted with other things. But
Right,
sometimes it's
right.
also like internally really hard when I'm hearing about, someone's struggle that I'm like, I don't know. I just hoping to be alive next year for that. Like I
Yeah.
Right.
can't,
Yeah.
You just have
like,
no
it's just
time
different.
for
It's
it.
very different.
Yeah.
Like the little things like don't matter,
They
as
really
much.
don't.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it can feel really lonely. And so making sure I'm like reaching out to my friends too. Mine are mostly online. Like I have a few locally. I'd like to honestly bump that up more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like amazing what you're describing. And
Yeah.
to just do fun stuff together. Like I think,
Yeah.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
go rock
I
climbing and
yeah, yeah.
yoga or
Like let's go
really just
do
different fun
life
stuff.
together. That
Yeah.
sounds so
Right.
fun. That's so
Mhm.
cool. I love
Well,
it.
and
And
one of
it's
our
extra
other,
special when you like meet online or in this way and then you meet in person
Yeah. And
too.
then you
yes,
meet,
It's
right.
like
yeah.
You just
Here
run
we
up and
go.
hug each other. Be like,
yeah, yeah,
Touch you.
yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I know. It's like don't be weird if I'm just like constantly touching you. Don't like,
It's fine. It's
It's fun.
fine.
exactly.
So do you consider those friends that you've met, the stage 4 friends? Okay, so this is a twofold question. I love
Okay.
your hashtag cancer bonus. So are those is that something, tell us what a hashtag cancer, what that means and if you consider them maybe
Yeah.
as a
I mean,
bonus.
big short answer, hell yes, like a
Yeah.
1000%. Probably one of the biggest cancer bonuses.
Amen.
I mean, I like to look at like we wouldn't have met if it hadn't been for cancer. So it's
Right.
like, yeah, this crazy, awful thing happened, and like there's the and
And
part.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
sucks, and like this is so hard. I'm barely functioning, and like there's just
Yeah.
always an and. And
there is.
when I look at the and, focus on the and, there's gratitude that comes from that. And I mean, these are like just insanely instant bonds that like I don't know
Yeah,
that
They
you
are,
would
right?
get from any other experience. It's so instantly connecting and soothing, and
Yep.
like I'm actually
Intimate.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Camp Breasties. Have you either of you
No,
gone
not yet.
before?
Not yet.
So I've never gone either. I just signed up. I got a scholarship, just sort of
Ah,
winged it. I heard really great things from friends. I also
Yeah.
like am so nervous about it. But
yeah.
like I had meeting at least 5 NBC people in real life that I haven't hugged yet in person, and we're all like on group
Yeah.
chats now or
Yeah.
making plans. I'm like scared shitless. It's in like 3 weeks. I'm just like, how will my body, like what will my arm be like then? And
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
will my
Yeah.
energy be like? I'm still managing
Yeah.
my stomach on this new treatment. It's like, going from constipation to a diarrhea fest for like an entire evening. And I'm
Yes.
like, are there toilets nearby?
Everywhere.
Just bring
More
both
quickly.
medications.
I
I'm
am
like,
not
what do
above
I
putting
need?
on a Depends to have
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Because
I'm like, is
my
that a
major
diaper
issue is
weekend?
diarrhea.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? If I poop my pants a little and you
Are
don't like
you,
me, then
are
we
you
probably
on
weren't meant to be
Versenia?
friends anyways.
Are we Verzenio sisters? Is that what you're on? Because that is
No,
like
I'm
the
on
main.
catnip, so which is
Okay.
also experiment new. I
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
had a brain tumor three and a
Oh my
half years
goodness.
ago. I
Three
Yeah.
and a
know.
half. Okay. And
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
that, did you have gamma knife on it as well? Or
Yep,
is it
I
just
did.
treated like, oh gosh,
Yeah. And
awesome.
then I take tucatinib, which is chemo that targets the brain.
Yep.
So here I am, NED still.
Yep.
Hopefully, knock
Incredible.
on
Yeah.
knock on wood.
Yay.
I met her and
I
she's
get
like, "Do you want to
to,
poke my brain?" And I
Yeah.
said, "Yes, I do."
You can feel the plate in the plate because they had to take my skull off,
Yeah. So you can like
cut it
wow.
poke
off,
at
cut
it.
it out. You can feel it
Yeah.
in the back of there.
Well,
Yeah,
wild. I have a
I
metal
know.
plate in my arm now, so we can be like
Yeah,
Right. So you can
plate
we
be
got a
sister.
plate twin.
Metal
I
buddies.
did ask, I was like, does this set security off? Like, going through airport
Yeah.
security, or apparently it's like a
No,
type of metal that doesn't? Okay, yeah.
it
I haven't
Titanium,
doesn't.
tried it
yeah.
yet, so I'm sort of
You'll be
like,
fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
does yours predict the weather also? Because that was something I noticed last week. Like, holy shit.
No,
Okay.
no, what does it do? Her name's Medusa.
Yep.
Well, Medusa's the tumor that they took out.
Yep.
And I also think they took out my filter when they took the brain tumor
Yeah.
out. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I just don't have
Yeah.
time for little things anymore. And
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not trying to be rude. I don't care if it's cold or
Yeah.
let's just make the
Yeah.
most of what we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's not I know not everybody gets to that mindset after cancer, but
Yeah.
but
Well,
it's
and
a
like
bonus for me.
that mindset can dance in and out too. Like it
Yeah,
can,
it does.
you can have moments where you're like, eh, and then other
Yeah.
moments where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm making the best of everything.
Yep.
Right.
So you've had brain mets in the body as well. Have you had any mets too?
Just
So when you're,
just the one brain met.
yeah,
Yep.
got it.
When my
Okay.
doctor called to say, yes, you do have a brain met. He's like, but you're really lucky that it's just one. I was like,
And then it could be removed.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
cancer
So
bonus.
are you considered, there's a word for it that honestly was news to me, and I'm gonna, I don't know how to say it.
Metastatic?
Yes. Is that
So
considered that if it goes to the brain in one spot?
he doesn't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
They think that I
Yeah.
was ogliometastatic, meaning they think that the brain involvement was there before, because I was late stage 3 when I was originally diagnosed, and I did all the treatments. You name it, they did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, here you go, here's my body, everybody
Yeah.
touch it, and everybody do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But they think that the brain involvement was there, just wasn't intact enough to show up on a scan in the form of a tumor. And then the brain tumor broke the blood-brain barrier, so then now it can be treated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, but then bonus, there's treatment for it. Yeah.
Cancer bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, these treatments are just a massive bonus. Like I
They are.
just, to keep hearing like, and even if it doesn't apply to my type, like subtype of cancer, just to hear there's something new.
Yeah.
And it's like triple negative has come a long way.
Yeah.
You know, when I went into remission from from early stage breast cancer, like, I mean, my oncologist at the time, and this is in Texas, is where I had my care. She was like, if it comes back, there's not really much we can do. Like, good luck. Go live your life. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
thanks for that.
Gee, thanks.
yeah,
Such good bedside manner.
Has changed immensely.
Yeah.
Like immensely. And it also matters how early you catch things. Like it still matters in stage 4. And I was told, like when I advocated for scans for a really long time. They stopped scanning me when I was in remission. We just did some blood work. And I had really bad low back pain. And this was 5 years into remission. And I'm like, guys, are you sure I don't need a scan? And I'm in Colorado at that time. And they're like, no, it doesn't, it's not really presenting like a recurrence. 90% of people have low back pain. And I'm like, okay, and I try to heal like chiropractic and yoga. It's like getting worse. And I asked my OBGYN for a scan, and she like also didn't think I needed one. And then I found a spine specialist. It was 8 months later. And this is when I like could barely walk.
Yeah.
And so finally he said he'd order a scan, but then insurance wouldn't pay for it. And I'm like, but I'm a cancer survivor. Like,
yes.
And they said,
this is related to the cancer.
If you do 6 weeks of physical therapy, then, then we'll pay for the scan, which I did. Of course, it didn't help. And I honestly, I can tell you, even at that time, I didn't really think it was a recurrence, but it was very much fucking with my life. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to ski and hike and like do this whole new adventure thing. Tim and I were like 1 year into our relationship. We were like honeymoon phase. I mean, it was just such a great time of life, but I was like, this back pain sucks. So anyways, I was doing it to rule out cancer and then fix whatever is happening. And like, I mean, he called me, it was a blowback MRI. 2 hours later, I saw the phone number on my phone. I was like, why would they be calling me right now? And he's like, his first words are,
they don't call if it's good news.
He's like, Bethany, are you sitting down? Or his first words. And I was like, oh shit. And then he's like, there are lesions all over your bones. Like, call your oncologist right away. The cancer's back. And it had time to then reach my liver, some lymph nodes in my stomach, where I do, like, it's weird because my doctors at the time were like, oh, once you're stage 4, you're stage 4. But that, I don't know, that feels very different now. People that are bone
It
mets
does.
only have a very different
Yeah.
prognosis than like other. And so I think it matters to report symptoms early and to
Right.
really, I demand a scan. Like I, instead of
Yeah.
asking like,
Demand.
do I need a scan? Say, I want you to scan me. And
Yep.
if they say no, I need you to write in your notes that you're denying my request to be scanned. Can I see it in
Yes,
the
Yeah.
I love
notes?
that.
And that can
Yeah.
kind of light up some stuff. And that oncologist ended up being like one of my favorites. I gave her another chance. They super fucked up in the beginning, but like they were all over it once I had my
Yeah.
diagnosis. Um, but I've had to advocate and so much lately that like my advocating
Yeah.
muscles are fatigued. Like,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Yeah.
there's a weird balance of like, yeah, every new sensation in my body, like your brain's like, oh my God, it's cancer, it's this. And like
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
work with that, work with the mind and those
Yep.
things. But if something's persistent and feels off, like I'm getting more training in my body where I'm like, no, we need to look at that.
This is different.
Not
Yeah.
okay. I'm
This is
not doing
different.
this. I am doing that. I will, like,
Yeah.
I'm a
Mhm.
lot clearer in myself and still finding my way in it. But God, this year
Yeah.
I've just been like, no, we're
Do
No.
what
not
I
doing
want.
that. Like I just like, yeah, like I don't know. There's a really
Yeah.
clear, like I had to have this surgery, which was not part of the plan. I need, I have a stent in my right ureter from a
Okay.
lot of progression a while ago. It closed my ureter. I didn't know what this was, but it's a tube. We have two of them. It
Yep.
connects your kidneys to your bladder. So it's how you can like drain urine. So mine was
Yep.
closed from
Yep.
cancer in 2024. I had a stent placed there. Her name
Okay.
is
Okay.
Aretha Franklin. I had a
Awesome.
friend that actually named her. Um, and so she's metal and she's awesome. And like, I have no issues, but I was supposed to have it replaced recently. And after like this surgery, I had ended up in the ER afterwards too. I was like, no, we're not replaced. No,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're not, I can't do another surgery right now. So
Yeah.
luckily, like, yeah, it's been postponed months. I'm like hoping things work out. I'll have to make a decision soon if
Hmm.
I do another surgery or just have it removed. But like, it was just like, no, stop,
Yeah. Yep.
which is
I'm
new to
good.
me. I'm like, well, what do
I'm
you
good.
want me to do? Like, but I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck no, dude. This body's
I'm
like
tired. Leave
less
me
is
I'm
more
alone.
right
sick.
now. It's not enough. Less is more.
Yeah. Yes,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, but it's good. I mean, we have to advocate and speak up, for
Yeah.
ourselves because we're
Right.
the only ones living in these bodies. Everyone's
I
Yeah.
like,
know.
doing
And we
our
know
best
them
to care,
best.
but we're the one living. It's our lived experience
Yeah.
is number one here.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
is. It sure is. Well, we should probably wrap up, but I
Okay,
don't want to. This is so
I know
fun.
this
Can
is
we
so
I
just
know.
fun.
hang out all the time? We'll come to Colorado.
Yeah.
Please, please. Oh my gosh, I live, yeah, right outside of Boulder. It's so awesome
Awesome.
here.
I
Yeah, I
love
did
that.
like when I moved out here, that was part of my remission plan of just like,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't know if cancer could come back, but like, if it did happen, how would I live my life differently? And I was like, get the fuck out of
Where would I
Texas,
want to be?
go to Colorado. I
Yeah.
got divorced. I published a book. Like, it was just, I
Yeah.
love it out here. Like right now, I mean, we had a random snow last week, which of course,
Of
I was like, we
course.
could have used that snow in winter, which I
Right.
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have this surgery.
Right.
But anyways, now it's like finally like spring and colors are happening. And it's just like
Yep.
every season's a different adventure here. And
Yeah.
I love it so much. So yes,
Just
please
like
visit.
Minnesota. That's how
It
it
is.
is here. Spring is so beautiful and all the
It is.
trees
And
are
fall,
budding and
everything but the
yeah.
March. March is terrible because you're done
March
with
is bad.
winter, but it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
lingers on.
Yeah.
And I
I
know I
would
said we have
say,
to wrap up, but I lied
yeah.
because I
Oh,
really
fun.
want to ask you, we really want to know about your social media posting and like your,
How do we find
how
you?
do we, well, no,
Or how do
Oh,
that
people find
sure.
you? You know how to find you.
we want to find you, how they find you, but also just tell us about your posting and like your journey and how you got comfortable with sharing. You share a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I'm like chronic overshare for sure. So it's my Guru Cancer everywhere. I just kept it like, that's the handle. I think I'm on, we're just right now it's Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, but Instagram I love the most. So focused
Yeah.
the energy there. It's like the beginning of 10 years ago when I had cancer, writing was like my creative outlet. I couldn't stop writing. I had a
Mm,
blog called My
Yeah.
Guru Cancer and I started sharing. Like I was a private, small, intimate group person, I would say before cancer, where I really open up and smaller groups, which is still true, you know, in some ways, but there was something that just like exploded out of me and wanting to share.
Yeah.
And then I found how healing it was to share because it helped me
Yeah.
Right.
process and then connecting with others. I didn't know anyone my
Yeah.
age dealing with cancer at that point, and
Right.
it gave a sense of purpose like to this
Right.
shit show. And so I
Yeah.
loved it then. I was mainly Facebook like then, but then when it came back stage 4, I don't know, I just like got again that sense of inspiration that I want to share and I'll see what happens. And
Yeah.
you know, I love it. Like I wish someone could
Yeah.
just pay me a full-time job of sharing my like I make no money in social
Yes.
media. But
Yes.
like
Yeah.
I wish if someone could just be like, you're getting paid to make silly reels and treatment days and scan days
Yep.
or, you
But
know,
they're
talk
so
about mindset
fun.
and this and that. Like I would like sign me up for that job.
Yep. Right.
But I just love it. And it's very creative. It helps me process. And then there's also like a stamp out there in life. And like, while I hope my
Yeah.
body is here forever, I love that that content is there and can still help someone. It can still
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
my life is still living, you know, in some
Yeah.
form. I've started doing like these monthly recaps.
Yes. I love them.
I do
That
too.
like
Yeah.
really helped me. And I get to
Yeah.
go back and like, I get to see that, you know, we have
Yeah.
memories show up and I
Mhm.
don't know, it's legacy is a weird word maybe for it, but
No,
it gives
that's
like a
yeah.
great sense of purpose. And it's how I've met like so many people. It's how we met,
Right.
you know, and
Right.
I know like
Exactly.
social media has like the dark side as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It can be hard. Like it's not actually always easy. I get like so much unsolicited healing
Yes.
advice. It's
Mm-hmm.
insane. And then I get
Mhm.
some judgments of, you know, like I know a lot of people are like, you're so happy all the time. You're so
Yeah.
optimistic all the time. Like, well, first of all, like, let me crush the all the time part. Like, where that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
Maybe you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
like, read the post too, because I talk about
Yeah.
like soul crushing moments, but I also wasn't
Yeah.
showing that in video much, like, because it's fucking awkward to be sobbing and reach for your camera. Like, it's
Yeah.
weird and
Right.
awkward and shuts off the flow. But like, I don't know. I've grabbed my camera a few times to like show that part as well.
Yeah.
And I want to show all of it, but then I'll get a comment that's like, what did someone say recently? Oh, that I was trying to monetize my grief was like an interesting, and she was
What?
also stage 4, and I was like,
What?
dude,
Bitch,
Nope.
it
Thank
was
you.
insane. And so it's like it's kind of like you're always gonna get
no
people
matter
like
what.
Yeah. Yeah.
critical of like what you're doing or how you're doing it. I was also called because I do a lot of like awkward twerking. Like I can't twerk, but like I try.
Yeah.
And just weird shimmy. I don't know. I'm just awkward, but I love it. And
We
someone
love
like
it too.
Yeah.
said that I was like doing porn. It was like cancer.
Maybe that will be your next adventure, Bethany.
I was like, I don't know. Maybe OnlyFans could pay for treatment. And that's like a
Right.
whole thing
Yeah,
I haven't
Right.
explored
hey,
yet.
I don't know. How's your feet look?
oh my gosh. Actually, we had another Thriver on recently, and
Yeah.
she does not post a whole lot, but she used to be on Reddit. Help me
Uh-huh.
remember this
Yeah. Yeah.
accurately.
Yeah.
And she said she still goes on to post once in a while, just similar to me, brain tumor.
Yeah.
People
Uh-huh.
just goes on to post like once a year, like I'm still alive, I'm still here. And
She said it went crazy, like it went viral. So then people come back every year and they're just
to
like,
check.
and she has the day that she checks in and says, I'm still alive. And people are just like, we're
Yeah.
here for this. And
Yeah, but some
Yeah.
guy reached out and was like, "Can I hit it before you die?"
before you die.
So there's an
Oh my
OnlyFans or there's
God.
a following for
Oh,
everything.
Yeah. If you can dream it up, somebody will love it.
Yeah,
that is insane.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
People are nuts. People are
Oh
good,
my-
but people are nuts.
But I would say the beauty far outweighs
Yes,
the
it
shitty
does.
part of social media. I love it so much. And I like
Yeah.
I don't post if I'm not feeling it. Like I'm just
Right.
I
Right.
don't
Right.
like I don't know. If you see me withdraw for a few weeks, I'm probably going through something and processing and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back. But yeah, like I don't know, I get so much out of it. And it has
Yeah.
hard parts too, just like everything. But
Yeah,
it's
for
my
sure.
favorite.
It is. It's fun. It's growing on me. Wasn't my strength to start, and now I'm like, I can. Who
I'm
cares?
just forcing her to do
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
she's like, you gotta do more, and I'm like, ah, I feel like a weirdo, but
Get your
you
faith
know,
out there. Yeah.
Embrace the
and then
weirdo.
it's kind of
I
fun.
think that's
Yep.
way more fun than the pretend polished side of
Yes.
things.
Yes.
No, thank you for that.
I tell like I have two kids, two boys, and I always tell them weird is cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
So cool.
weird
Nerdy.
used to be weird, but now weird is cool.
Yeah, weird is cool, and so are nerds.
Be a little different. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Exactly.
Why not? They don't like you, they don't like you. Okay,
Yeah.
we really have to wrap up. And I really don't
Okay.
want to, but can we end with our questions that we ask everybody? If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Like if I could have one I don't have now, or what is my
Yes.
superpower?
New superpower. Yes, yes.
It would be the thing I do in my dreams when like I know I'm dreaming. Like sometimes I'll wake up in a dream and be like, oh my God, you're dreaming, is I fly.
Yes.
And I will
yes.
fly in different ways. Like sometimes I do like the Mario Brothers, like run, 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 and then
Yes.
you like you go up and like up and up again. Sometimes it just takes off, but like, oh my God, flying would be amazing. Which is why I think I like skiing. 'Cause it's like I'm, going downhill. You're just like
Totally.
It's a rush.
very
It's
close
such a
to flying.
thrill.
But then it's so
Yeah.
funny because if someone were like, let's go skydiving, I'd be like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I went once before
Did
cancer.
you? Yeah.
I would never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's
you
not
should do
on my
it.
list. It was at some point, but I'm like, no, thank you. But
No,
yeah,
thank
I
you.
would definitely
No, thank
fly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
for
been so much
inviting
fun.
me. I know.
Yes.
Let's all hang out. Where are we going next?
Yeah, we're coming to
Yeah.
see you in Colorado, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, or we could meet
Yeah.
in Costa Rica or something.
Oh, yeah. There we
That
go.
is actually, that's a big family trip this Thanksgiving is we're going
Okay.
to Costa Rica for a week and we're staying in the same place that we did pre-diagnosis on that
Oh, yeah.
retreat
Yep.
property.
Yep.
And it's like one of my favorite places in the world. And I have to tell you
What
that like
area?
no matter what's happening with my body in 6 months, I'm fucking in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Costa
Yeah.
I'm
Rica.
like I put contracts. I was like, it's
Yep.
Manuel Antonio. It's
Okay.
I
about
love
like 2
Manuel
hours.
Antonio. We went with our kids for over Christmas this last year, and we spent the first like most of our time in that area. I just
Yeah.
absolutely loved it.
I'm just it like is one of my favorite places in the world.
It's
And like
incredible.
all like my whole family's going, so nieces and nephews,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
like
Okay.
I just like monkeys, like the house is stunning, everything's there, which I
Yeah.
love
Everything.
for family
Yeah.
trips. Like we operate best when like things are there, and then you can add little excursions if you want.
Yeah.
But like
Where you have a base camp
um
kind of.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like monkeys will like travel through the pool area every day,
They
and just I
do.
can't wait to see them myself, but like to see my little niece and nephew's reactions like to the
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just gonna be so precious.
It's
So
so fun.
Oh,
I'm so excited, but I still have that like fear that like I'll
right.
have
It's planning.
Right. The planning is
whatever
hard because you never
shitstorm
know.
happen right before. I
Yep.
don't know.
Right. You
But I
never know
got
how
my
you're gonna
passport
feel.
ready.
Perfect.
So exactly.
You're
I don't
going.
know how
You're
I'll feel.
going.
I bring my like travel pharmacy of like one of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
My husband's always
Yeah.
like, "You seem to feel fine when we're leaving for vacation." I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
"Well,
for my mental health.
my
That's
brain
great.
is elsewhere."
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
telling you,
go.
that's a thing. Like
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
travel. It is medicine,
Same.
but and I try to like what is it that I'm like I feel so energized in this
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
What is it, and can I bring that home? And a lot of it is your present, and you're
Yeah.
curious,
Right.
and you're like, what adventure can we go on today? And like to take that
Right.
home.
Yeah.
I've tried, and it feels very cancer free to me. Like what my
Yes.
last trip
Very
was
Right.
in
true.
Portugal, and I can tell you it was one of my favorite trips. My body surprised me. Like we didn't need to build the trip around like nap time in the afternoon, and like I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
could go. I was drinking wine. God, I miss that right
Oops.
now.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
too full of cancer for wine at this moment. But like I just like it was such a cancer-free trip, and so I really like
Yes.
I'm like I
Yeah,
need to
agreed.
schedule more cancer-free stuff
Yeah.
where I'm
Right.
not like talking about it or
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, and that is a walk out the door can be a cancer-free walk, and I think we'll do
Right.
that today before my PT. But it is a mindset too, travel, but also
Yeah,
travel.
it is. Oh, well, keep
Okay.
spreading your light, girl.
Yes, please.
It's fun to follow you.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you send me the
Appreciate
link
that.
when you get it?
Yep.
Or the file
Yep.
or whatever it does.
Yep. It'll send me an email, and then I think when you click on it, you can download any portion of it, like speaker
Oh,
view,
okay.
gallery. I think. Like, tell me if
Okay.
it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
But yeah, and then like audio only is a download.
Oh,
And
perfect. Okay.
hopefully it worked.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, we'll do it again.
If not, we'll do it again. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Same time next
Awesome.
week.
same time
Well,
next
you
week.
guys are
I actually found
amazing.
you,
Uh-huh.
I know there's probably HIPAA, but your mindset coaching, right? Um, a woman that I mentor who lives in Colorado, probably close to
Uh-huh.
you. Oh my gosh, Tara Arterburn.
Okay.
I'm her,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I am her, we call them Firefly Sisters here,
Yeah.
but I'm her
Uh-huh.
mentor. I'm her breast cancer mentor.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she got connected. It's local to Twin Cities, but they won't turn somebody down if they come, if they're reach out from another state,
Yeah.
but they don't advertise in other
Cool.
states. But she found this program, it's called Firefly Sisterhood, where they match newly diagnosed women with
Yep.
somebody who has a similar situation with them.
But they're
So,
like further along in their journey.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then she's like, "Oh my gosh, you have to follow this girl. I love her." Yeah. So that's why I started following you, and then we started this whole
That's
podcast, and I was
so
like, "We're
fun.
gonna
Yeah.
get her on.
Yeah.
We are gonna
Oh my
pick
God.
Bethany to talk
I
with."
I love her and actually need to reach out to her. I haven't
Yeah.
chatted with her recently. She lives like about an hour from me, and
Okay.
She's close.
I think your story with brain mets, is just like so important. And I will be telling people about that too, because I know brain
Yeah.
mets
Yeah.
is a big fear in stage 4 too. It's not just stage 4, but like, oh no, like to
Right.
hear, hey, yeah, I had it, it was treated, and 3.5 years later, hey, I need to eat.
Yeah.
Like to know
Still
that
here.
because I know,
Yeah,
like,
I learned how
yeah,
to
I
surf.
love, yeah, that's
You
so
know, like I'm
Yeah.
I'm similar to you. I'm
fun.
like, I'll try anything twice.
And
So
then we know each other through First Defense, which is one of the adventure like cancer
Okay.
nonprofits that
cute. Yeah,
does free trips
she's really
for
into
cancer
that.
people. So it was through
Oh,
that community
cool.
that we connected. I did I think it was for breast cancer awareness month. I taught yoga on like the rooftop at some cool Denver place, like with First
Cool.
Defense, and it was so neat. And like that was my first organization that like where I met young people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went on a trip. It's like a whole chapter in my book called Outliving It. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
man, there's like, ah, it's just awesome. And I love how like, yeah, we met and then this and that turned into this, which turns into that.
Yeah.
And that's like sort
Yeah,
of the
Right.
magic little serendipitous stuff at
Yep.
it
work here
is.
in
Yep.
Cancerland. And we need to remember that,
Yeah.
Right.
these connections and how they happen. They're so
Well, and
special.
that's like we met through the documentary and then we started the podcast and then we wrote a children's book and
There's
then
a
we
book,
started
right? Yeah. I was
yeah,
like, wait, you
yeah,
guys just did a book, right? You guys
yeah,
are busy. I love
yeah.
it.
I
It's
know.
so
And we have
cool.
the nonprofit now too. So it's
Yeah.
like and we give
Oh my
grants to women in
gosh.
active treatment. So it's all these
Oh,
things that are happening
So we do like fundraising
because we
events.
met that one day,
that's
Mhm.
incredible.
So
And like none of this wouldn't happen without the C
right,
word,
Right.
right?
right,
And that's
right.
an incredible thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're
Oh,
in like 40 countries for the podcast,
Oh my
which is
gosh.
oh
just
yeah.
wild to me. And I'm
Do you
like,
know
we're
any
in
Tunisia?
Estonia? We're like,
Because I'm like,
yeah. So it's just, it got to the point where, because we had foreign exchange students growing up. So like one
yeah.
in Germany, one in France, one in Belgium. So I was like, oh, it's just probably them. But then it was like, and then Spain, and then
Oh,
Estonia, and then all these other like Vietnam
I have a
and
sister in Spain.
Singapore
So
and
there's a
just like
connection
all
there.
these I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh
exactly.
my
And she's like,
God.
oh well,
It's
That one
State's
I
calling
knew.
me. And
I
I
was
so
was
like, oh
like,
yeah, my
cool.
sister's there.
yeah.
But
So it's
there's so
it's
many
been
countries. I'm
amazing.
like, what? I don't even know how to pronounce that.
And
Yeah.
what
Somebody
like
knows it.
what would you describe as like what pushed you to do these things? Because it's not, it's a lot of work to do all
Yeah.
those things. Like, so what is
I
it in you that you're like, yes.
I owned actually I was a CT tech for 10 years and that's how I met my husband. And then I owned a bakery for 14 years. And um so first I got it through COVID, which felt like just a Herculean task. And then in September of 22, I found it in February of 22, like an indent on my left breast. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that's probably cancer. I don't want to find that out. And then finally in August, I showed my husband and he's like, what the fuck? Like, go get it figured out. And I was like, okay, fine. And then, so in late September of 22 is when I was diagnosed. And in the last 3.5 years, I've had 10 surgeries and
Mm.
like just, I had radiation, I had all the things. And
And
I was
during
just like,
COVID
and
still,
during
right?
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole.
And just trying to run a small business that way. And I was just like, I just can't anymore. I need a real break. And so then I decided to sell the business, and yeah. And so that was
And then
really
this became the
hard.
business.
Yeah. Well, and then she's like, because we connected a lot because of our dark humor. And she's like, so we would text all the time. And she's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I want to do more. Do you want to write a book with me? And I was like, no, not at all.
No,
I was like, but we like talking to each other and we talk a lot. And I was like, what about a podcast? And she's like, well, I don't know how to do that. And I was like, well, me neither, but we'd have to figure it out.
figured it out.
It's like we have to figure it out whether it's a book or whether it's a podcast. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, we started the podcast. And then we're like, well, what if we did events? Or what if we, I was like, well, if we do events, we should have a nonprofit. And so then Jenna has somebody that helps us with the paperwork, working on the nonprofit. We've developed like committees for everything.
Yeah.
We have our
Oh my
board
gosh.
members. It was just like, it
But
all
this
kind
is
of fell
all
into
within a
place
time
so
period of
easily.
what then? So
November.
2020 of this
No, we
past
started
year?
in November.
Yeah, we started in November.
Of this past November.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, okay.
25.
As
Yeah.
in, that was the first podcast and then
Podcast.
book and nonprofit
All of it came
and
after.
meeting. Holy
Yep.
fuck, you guys.
That's what we feel. And my answer to your question is Amy made me.
We did not.
Kidding. No, yeah, it's just like
That's incredible. I mean, I wrote that book over 5 years. I like
Yeah.
like
well,
like
the children's book's a lot less
wow.
work.
Yeah, it is a children's book, so
But it's
not-
about a mom with metastatic
yeah,
because there's just not
There's
there's nothing out there about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna think
Wow.
we're weird, but we have a wall of
Okay.
fame.
Picture.
Oh, I
Can
love
you
it.
take your picture?
Yeah, what do I do? Do I do anything
We
special?
call it our wall of fame, and it's just
Love it.
we're gonna put you up there.
That's perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should tell you when this
Awesome.
will air, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how does it work?
We'll
from
take
there?
you on all the social stuff too, but
Okay.
it'll be in the summer. We're doing
July
I think I-
1st.
What? You got it?
No, I lied. July 8th.
Oh, I got it down here. We want to confirm. Yep, July 8th.
I was right.
It's part of a
Awesome.
Thriver mini series. So there's eight episodes that we're doing that everybody that we interview is stage 4.
Yeah.
So it should be-
Awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have everyone lined up? Do you need any recs?
You're number 6.
Yep. We only have 2 more to record.
Yep.
Okay, but you know, like you have everyone chosen. Like, I'm happy to recommend friends too.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
maybe
have
for
all 8
season
people,
2
right?
though.
Right? No, just you're
Yeah,
set.
yeah.
Good.
I would love to interview Brittany.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
friend.
Brittany and I, like, we did one together recently, which was like so
Oh,
fun.
I love that.
Yeah, like I love the shit out of that girl. Like,
Yeah.
She seems so cool.
she is
Yeah.
so fucking incredible. Like,
I
I've
know.
never met anyone like her, and she is in just the toughest of circumstances right now, and has been, and pulled through things that I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
This is insane. And then to still
It is.
have like a perspective on life of beauty and love and peace,
Yeah.
and be willing to share, like, what a gift
Right.
it is that
Exactly.
she
The
like
sharing part.
takes her time and energy to like share and serve. And yeah, we talk every day now. Like, I love that girl
Oh,
so much.
I love that.
But
And that's her legacy is
Right.
yeah,
yeah.
and feel free, like, I can give you her email to reach out. I don't
Yeah,
know if she's
love
doing
that.
podcast interviews now, but like, I mean, we had an hour and a half FaceTime recently that we both were like,
Oh.
we're so energized right now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the time. She's
Some people just
she's
do that.
so amazing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Okay.
feel
I
free
like
to
when
reach out.
you meet someone and they light the fire inside you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm
Yeah.
just like instantly. I mean, she was diagnosed at 18 with
Yeah.
MBC. Like, I
I
had
saw that.
cancer-free 20s and teens, and she's 29 now, and she's defied every single prognosis that any doctor's
Yeah.
given her. And I just like, her resilience is insane.
Yeah.
I just love it. And she can go really dark with humor too, which
I know.
If it was all of our text message, I joke that like we need to do a post that's like NBC Thriver shit talking, because all we do is like, how's your shit? Did you poop today? Oh my God, I literally shit myself earlier. I this and that, or no, I haven't gone in 3 days. Like, it's all poop. It's all poop right now.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
funny.
That's Jenna too.
That's me. Somebody gave me a shirt that says, I just pooped and wanted you to know. I didn't actually want people to know, but it all started after the documentary.
Yep.
Somebody asked us, like, we all went up on stage, all the women that were in it, after the premiere, the showing that we had. And somebody asked, like, what's the best part and the worst part of this? You know, and everybody had a great answer. And then I was like, towards the end, and I was like, I gotta come up with something good. What am I gonna say? I can't remember what I said about what was good, but I was like, and the worst part is that you all know how often I poop now, or how much I poop now. And people like erupted, and I was
loved
like,
it. Yeah.
that's just who I am.
Yeah.
That's just like how I talk. I don't know. I'm just like honest, I guess.
It was so funny.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But
I love it. That's an instant bonder. Also, when I had my stent surgery, like I have to get the stents replaced and stuff, and I talked about Aretha Franklin, and like in order to do that surgery, they go up your urethra, like up your pee hole. So I had the whole internet talking about my pee hole for a while because, and I was just like, this is where we are. Like, this is life. I never, like, things you never thought would happen. Everyone's talking about my pee hole, which, by the way, if I do get this thing just removed, it's possible my ureter works on its own now. We don't know for sure.
Oh,
because I have a little less cancer there now. So there is a possibility of just getting it removed. So it's like no surgery, but you go in the office, and I think they shoot down there with a little Novocaine, which sounds fun. And they just go up there and they pull it out. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean?
You're like, do I have to be a week? Can you put me out for that?
Yeah, like I will be drugging myself for that. I'll have to choose what to do right now, but like still just yeah. So it'll be more pee hole talk, diarrhea, whatever. Like these bodies, just bodies. That's awesome. Okay, well we'll close again because we've already tried to close this thing like 8 million times.
Yes,
You're so awesome. Thank you
for having a Minnesota goodbye.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
Oh wait, I have one more. No,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will send you. Usually this takes like I don't know an hour or so to upload, but I'll send it to have Jen. I think after your email.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love her picture. Look how cute it is. You can see the.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Cute.
Oh, we still have the commercials I forgot. Yeah. That was kind of fun. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
We could mix in a few like that once in a while. Not every time. My sister and I are over there pedicure. I definitely don't need one because you and I just got one.
I can't hear you if you're talking to me.
I am.
What are you saying?
My sister and I are gonna go get a pedicure.
Oh yeah, that's what she said.
Are you done with this?
Yes.
Okay. I can clean up later too. Well, you probably want to put her part of it, but that was fun. I love her. I knew I loved her.
Yep, me too.
I just, as soon as I started following, I have to text Tara today.
Text who?
Tara, the woman who told me about her. The one who met her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I think you should follow this person. I think that you guys are really like each other. Like, yeah, I really do like her. Like her book and her. And I really did love their book. Like,
yeah, me too. Did you finish it?
No.
No.
I'm almost done.
Yeah.
It's like part of my brain issue. I just can't like
Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But
Can you help me some more of those things?
of course. How many more do we have? 2 drivers.
Hour and 22 minutes.
I know it was. I was like trying to wrap it up, and I'm like, gosh, it's too fun.
I know.
But what do you need? The black things?
Mm-hmm.
Here's one. Here's
Stop recording.